Hey everyone, this is Joy Paris with Network.tv, and we are so excited to be here this morning at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall. We are here for the kickoff breakfast before the Kingdom Day Parade. The food this morning is catered by Cafe Creole, located right here in the mall. So stay tuned and keep watching Network.tv.
So Dr. King, he had so many words of wisdom. He really laid down a blueprint for what it looks like to have a successful fight for equality, for civil rights, for social justice, for economic justice. And part of what he told us, he told us so much, but part of what he told us for this moment in time is from darkness, we don't get rid of darkness with more darkness. We have to bring light, right? And at this moment where we have supposed leaders in our country who are sowing hate and division, we have to stand up and declare the truth, which is that our diversity is our strength and our unity is our power. And that's part of what Dr. King taught us. It's part of what Californians stand for. It's part of what Los Angeles stands for. And so my point is, let's recognize the beauty of our community and let's fight for what we know are the true ideals of our country, which is that we are a country that was born out of immigrants. Look, I mean, if unless you're a Native American or your ancestors were kidnapped and brought over on slave ships, your people are immigrants. So on an issue like DACA and what we're doing with these dreamers, let's understand that we should embrace them, we should keep our promise to them, and we should understand that each day justice is being denied to them if we don't correct the process. But Dr. King taught us so much about what it means to fight for unity and do it in what I am now saying in this year, 2018, let us be joyful warriors. So I am hopeful and optimistic because I'm listening to the words of people on both sides of the aisle that they agree that the dreamers should be protected and that we should figure out a way to give them a path forward and to retain their status. Well, I'll go back to D.C. I'm actually on a plane right after the parade, and then we'll see what everybody's doing and saying this week. The words of a president are powerful words, and it is extremely harmful, damaging, and irresponsible that this president chooses to use his words in a way that is about dividing, is about belittling, is about demeaning whole groups of people.
We're bigger than that.
We are so much bigger than that. We are so much better than this. And so, so how more perfect that we are today just after hearing those words spoken from the President of the United States. Today we are remembering a great, great leader of our country who really spoke the words that represent who we really are as a country. And he spoke words that were about justice and equality and all of us being in it together. When we fight for the ideals of who we are as a country, which includes that we are all equals, that we will treat each other with dignity and respect, that's about fighting for the best of who we are. And in that way, it's about love of country. This is a fight that is about love of country. Dr. King's fight was about love of country. You know what? Part of my joy in what is happening now, the silver linings, are that millennials, 20-year-olds, teenagers, 30-year-olds are getting so involved and have been involved. And let's remember something. Dr. King was 26 years old when he organized the Montgomery bus boycott. 26 years old. Some of the best movements in our country that have been about progress were born out of the young people of our country, the 20-year-olds, the millennials, the future and previous generations. Part of the message is that we are all in this together, and se puede, we're going to fight, but we're going to fight together. And I feel so very strongly that what is impacting the immigrant community, the Latino community, is impacting all of us, and everyone should own a responsibility for understanding we cannot allow people to suffer, we cannot allow people to be in pain, which is what is happening right now, and we must fight. And I am determined to fight side by side every day to make sure that I am a voice of the Latino community. It's important to first of all, it's about invigoration before I go back to DC. It's about looking around this beautifully diverse community and remembering this is who we are as a country. It's about recalling and internalizing and living the dream of Dr. King, understanding that his was a living dream. It didn't die with him. It's a living dream. And we have to rejoice in understanding that to accomplish that dream, we're going to have to work really hard. But let's do it in a joyful way.
Alrighty. Thank you guys so much.